You know the best thing about vacation? You can take one anytime you like. For some, it's more of a state of mind. Today on Chasin' the Sun, Travis and Justin decide it's time for a little R&R and take a little vacation themselves. What do Justin and Travis do for a break away from fishing? Yup, you guessed it, more fishing.
Holy cow, look at that dude.
He ate it, he ate it, he ate it, set it. Oh, dude, he's right over to it.
Along with some extra fun at Pier Park. Coming up next on Chasin' the Sun.
Best part about the South, you get an impromptu breakdown. I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune.
Chasin' the Sun is brought to you by Dulce Vida Tequila, Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler, Florida Fishing Products, Fish Better, Fish Florida, and by Z-Man Fishing Products, the science and art of fishing. Winter. The calendar is the same for everyone, but the season is not. For much of the country, this is what it means. Oh, sure, you can still fish, but not from a boat. Now in Florida, this is what winter means, which is a big reason why people come here in the winter. And also a big reason why people stay here in the winter. Travis and Justin celebrate the first day of Florida winter by grabbing their rods and heading to the flats.
Pretty shallow water.
Yeah. I know, the water's still low. So Travis just pulled into town, and you know what? It's winter time here in Panama City Beach. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna stay at the house. We're gonna go fishing anyways. It's kind of cold and a little breezy, but you know what? We're gonna fish in the bay. We can always find somewhere out of the wind. And we can go find a trout or a redfish 365 days a year. That's why they're our go-to fish. I know, right? And when I talk about wintertime fishing here in Panama City Beach, I'm talking about wintertime for the locals. Most of the visitors here, you'll see them out on the beach right now in the water swimming while we'll bundle up with some jackets and stuff. It's funny, you can always tell the locals from the visitors right now just by how we dress.
Oh, on it. Oh, come on, stick
Hey,
your
he's
head
sunk
in.
down in the grass like, get the heck away from me. The cold shoulder. These afternoons just don't get fish much.
I like the afternoon, man. It's when the water's warm, fish get active.
I'm with you. So fish are creatures that have it, but so are we. We don't fish a lot in the afternoons because most of the warmer months, they usually offer better weather windows in the morning. In the afternoons, it gets hot, we get these afternoon thunderstorms. Usually we get a sea breeze that picks up. Well, when it cools off, it's different.
It's my favorite time to fish. Plus all the guides have gone home, so you're all by yourself.
We like to wait till it warms up a little later in the day, so we haven't been on the water much in the afternoons, but we're kind of blindly gonna go give it a shot. Oh, there's 3 or 4 of them right here. Go just to the left of me, straight out here, Travis. There's like 4 or 5 fish right there.
I caught one.
We're on the board. That's red. Small guy. It was looked like a whole lot of fish.
Didn't it?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was redfish.
Hey, he's in there with the mullet. He's doing the right thing.
Never get tired of catching these guys. Don't matter what size they are. He's not the biggest, but.
Oh, come on with the negativity.
He's the right size because he's the size that bit. Try to ease back over the school of fish and catch another one.
That's too fun.
They're all fun, aren't they?
Si, senor. The one thing that you always want to do, and the reason that makes you become a fishing guide, is the fact that you're going to be fishing. Well, reality is, no fishing guide fishes. Man, so happy we're not on the land. I'm just glad we're not sitting in an office somewhere, like these poor souls that have to edit all this footage. So I get to fish. I'm on the show. We're fishing. It's great. Trout ski. Boy, did I set the hook.
Oh, I set the hook on the right one too.
Right, just got a redfish.
Crud. How'd that happen?
What's up, little buddy?
Maybe not.
Good looking little booger, though.
The old speckled trout has saved a lot of slow days on the water.
Yeah, someone tried to eat him.
So me and Travis have been fishing together for a while now.
This is where your boat towel would come in really handy.
I realize you want me to go get a towel for you. It's right there behind you. I now understand your ways, Travis.
So if I gotta get off with my slimy hand.
Oh my gosh. Why don't you just ask me to do it?
It's the part where I'm on vacation.
Here you go, I'll wipe your behind with it after
Thank you,
get
sir.
done wiping your hands up. I mean, Travis is on vacation all the time. I don't know how many times I can say that, but he is on vacation all the time. There he is.
Redfish. Come on. Come on. Stay on there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Redfish.
Oh, dude. Gonna eat it. He ate it. He ate it. He ate it.
Here we go now.
One of the greatest things about Florida saltwater fishing is you can catch about anything at any time. Of course, we all know that certain fish are likely to be in certain areas at certain times of the year. But hey, they all live in the water, and who's to say that fish don't take their own kind of vacations?
So we're heading out without a specific kind of game plan. And although I feel like we're kind of just going in the blind and trying to find a bite, we are using years and years of trial and error and knowledge to really narrow that down.
Trout ski.
Top for show, bottom for dough.
I'm getting whacked a little bit through here.
Yeah.
Come here, little buddy. Oh, you little shaker.
Knowing that we're going to have this cold morning, your fish are going to be in deeper water. It's going to be a little warmer once you pass about 4 feet of water on the bottom.
Then the drum family trout are.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Him and the redfish are cousins, and they just look so different. We're going to look for areas where you have these creek mouths and the mouths of these bayous where you have deep water nearby.
So they move up into the back bays, way up in here in the winter.
But they like to be near a bayou like this where when it drops down and gets cold, they can suck right up in there, get in 12 feet of water, lay on the bottom, warm up.
Yeah, there's always a sweet spot on every little flat.
Fish are going to move out of those creek mouths up onto these flats. There he is.
Redfish. Oh, he's a big one. He's so big. I threw that right in his mouth.
He bit it as soon as it hit.
Yeah. Go the other way, buddy.
Never get tired of catching a redfish. You know what's funny, Travis, is we feel like we should try to just catch this wide variety, I guess because we have so many different fish to catch. But you look at the bass fisherman catches the same fish most bass fishermen do their whole life, and they never get tired of catching them.
Great flats fare right there. Fantastic species to target, always. All right, so I gotta share this with you.
Yeah.
Found this Gold Bond anti-chafing stick, and you rub it down there in your nethers.
Travis, come on. There's little kids watching this show.
I'm telling you what. As long as you don't get it too close.
Nobody needs to know about this.
It's all about the experience.
Look at these rays coming up to you. See them swimming up the boat?
One of the neat things about sight fishing in the shallow water in our bays is the water's really clear, and not only do we get to see the fish that we're after, but you see all kinds of wildlife. The stingrays are one of the most common things we see, and anytime I see some stingrays working around, I like to really keep an eye on them because a lot of times you'll actually see redfish will follow right on the tail of that stingray just to wait and see if he flushes something out that he might want to eat.
Nicer trout.
You need a hand?
Nah. You know when a trout pulls a little drag, they're approaching big. It's amazing how when they get this size, it's like their strength just doubles. A little trout doesn't pull a lot. That dude right there, he does some pulling.
Look at all the scales coming off him. Look at that. That's a real trout, bro.
Yeah.
One of them gators.
Got some teeth. Look at them teeth right there. Ooh.
So what's the limits on these guys?
Here it's 5 per person. There's a slot limit, 15 to 20 inches.
Is there a season?
No, they're open all season. But most people around here, you know, will maybe keep some of the slot fish. These are the big females. That's why we get them back in the water quick. Let them go back and keep making the babies.
A big crab. Kind of want him for dinner.
Travis is now crabbing. Oh, yep, so we're throwing into 6 inches of water and coming out to about 3 or 4 feet.
Finding fish is proximity to deep water. So the other thing that's really important to do is when you're fishing side by side with somebody is always cast overhand. 2 things. 1, the lure goes exactly where your rod tip's pointing. And 2, you're in no danger of catching your buddy in the head with a hook.
That would be the more important part of that. This is why nobody fishes in the afternoons. You just can't get good sun.
What's wrong with the sun?
Can't see squat.
I ain't worried about seeing nothing.
The sun in the afternoons is going to stay lower to the southwest, which is nice when you're sitting on the beach, but when you're on the flats up here in the bay, it puts a ton of glare on the water and it makes it really difficult to sight fish. So we had a very small window of time when the sun was up high enough to really warm the water up, but we still had enough light for us to be able to see these fish.
Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Redfish.
Oh, dude.
Dude, that's a redfish. Or is that a black drum?
Black drum.
Holy cow, look at that dude.
This is a gigantic, he's gonna eat it. He ate it, he ate it, he ate it, said it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, dude, he swam right over
I know.
to it.
Please eat it, please eat it. We're gonna drift on top of him.
He totally looked at it. Let's go get those reds right there. You see them? See them?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go, let's go,
Oh,
let's
here,
go,
I got
let's go. Come on, stay on.
There you go, hey. That is the only critter that swims out here that can mess your G-man up.
There is no doubt that Travis and Justin have had better days on the water, but I'm not sure if they've had a more relaxing day. Sometimes that's just what the doctor ordered.
So we're pulling along looking for redfish. So even though we don't know the pattern, we can assume the pattern. And now we get to go test and see if it works. You know, that's the cool thing about fishing in salt water. There's so many different species out here, you never know what you're gonna see. That's why you have to get on the boat, get on the water, and just see what's out there.
What?
Oh, lizard, oh, a puffer. There you go, hey. That is the only critter that swims out here that can mess your G-man up.
That's a bycatch.
Pufferfish have teeth like wire cutters.
You got your pliers?
No, I want to see you grab them.
I ain't grabbing this, dude.
So for most people, there's a really good trick to taking off a pufferfish. You take the fish and hand it to the guy next to you and just ask him to take it off.
This is the part where I'm on vacation.
Travis learned that a long time ago. He does that with pretty much everything.
The reason Travis don't want to grab them because the teeth on a puffer are like a pair of wire cutters, and they can take a piece of your finger off.
Look at those teeth. I'm not gonna lie.
That's pretty mean looking in.
See why you need your pliers? Reality is I don't have my pliers, so I can get Justin to use his now and again.
Look at that.
Those dudes are cool. Work smarter, not harder.
It's like 8 inches deep right here.
Good trout back here. Come on, stay on there.
There we go. Hey, they're lucky we already got lunch plans.
Right? Good troutskis. The vacationers come here and they hang out on the beach, but we're out on the water. We see no boats at all.
Hello, Red.
Little baby red.
Little baby red.
Yeah.
I got his brother.
You got his little brother.
Yeah, possibly his twin. No, it's the puffer.
Oh, you got a puffer?
Yeah,
Red. Come here,
a
little buddy.
redfish and a puffer fish.
Z-Man
I
out
think
there.
he had me beat on the puffer though. See, I told you. Look, bit a Z-Man in half. You know he's got some teeth.
Yeah, he does. Cute little booger. Sneaking out with a blue tail. Some say the blue tail is to throw them off with the eyes. Make them look like blue crab, but no real scientific reason for it. Just looks cool. All right, little buddy. Not to lose him.
Hey, I got one better than that. I got a balloon.
There you go.
Oh, he let all his air out. I thought he was gonna float.
It's amazing how fast they can blow all the air out of them.
Coming up, Travis checks out the action at Pier Park.
Best part about the South, we get an impromptu breakdown.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Latitude Tournament Boats. Boat, stand apart. Rapala Coastal, another great day. Pirates Cove Marina, you enjoy the Gulf, we'll take care of the rest. And by Native Eyewear, built for the backcountry. There's never a shortage of things to do and see in Panama City Beach. Finding something new to eat, drink, or experience is just one event away. An exercise Travis takes full advantage of.
Best part about the South, we get an impromptu breakdown. I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune.
He's got $1. Your small payment will reap great benefits if you listen to these words of wisdom. He's the man.
Now you can look ahead to better times. You will dream about sun.
Chasing the sun, it's appropriate.
Zoltar speaks the truth. Cheeseburger. So having filmed several shows, I know the pressure of being a guide changes your persona because you get in guide mode. When you're in guide mode, you got to produce, you got to go spot to spot and make it happen. At the end of the day, you have to have accomplished something. Now the best part about fishing with Justin is that pressure is off me. I am 100% the guy on the front of the boat going, sure, I can make that shot. And I get it done. It's fun. It's great. It's like being on vacation.
So this is one of those days that we didn't have a plan. It's not a Justin day exactly, more of a Travis day. It doesn't take a lot to get out here and be successful.
Hey, you know what? These guys bite and pull just like the big ones.
Yeah, with the right rod, that thing's a trophy.
But you gotta get out and give the fish a chance, and you will usually find something that's gonna work.
Cheers, brother.